What's going on, guys? Second grade, Mr. Hunter here with your second grade phonics and language. You're going to be on pages 259 and 260. So what we're doing today, we're going to be working more with adjectives, okay? So yesterday you had your crossword puzzle. You had your work that you were doing with coloring the picture, finding the words. It was a fun activity. Glad you guys enjoyed that. Today we're just going to keep talking about adjectives. What are adjectives? Adjectives are words that describe nouns. So let's look at the top of the page. Write your name at the top. Put your date. Today is May 12th, in case you did not know. All right. It says, remember, adjectives are words that describe nouns. They may answer questions. And the example for the question they put, what kind? They may answer another question which says, how many? So what kind and how many? Those are two of the questions that adjectives will answer most likely. Look at the example there. It said, Rex lost his bone. What kind of bone? A big bone. So what's the adjective? Big. Big is the adjective. What kind of bone was it? It was a big bone. How many bones? One bone. So you see, it answered the question of what kind and how many. So we're going to be doing some of that work today with adjectives. You're going to have your dictation at the bottom. This is another worksheet that you guys are going to like. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So I'm not going to give you too many directions, but let's start looking at number one and let's go through the problems and I can help you out with whatever you need and then you can do the rest on your own. All right, so looking at number one, it says fill in the blanks with an adjective that tells what kind or how many. Okay, now there can be any answer. So all of you guys are doing the worksheet in second grade. Mackenzie, Michael, Ada, Solomon, Naomi, all of you are doing the same worksheet, but none of you can all have different answers. All right, it's totally up to you. It's your creativity. So it says, on our blank night of camping, Mom made some blank cornbread. So what can we do? We can answer the question, what kind and how many? So on our blank night of camping, what can we put in there? We could put a number. We could say on our 22nd night of camping, or our third night of camping, on our first night of camping. We can put whatever we want in there. You guys understand? It's whatever you want. It's a descriptive word that describes the noun. So what night was it? It was our first night. You could say on our cold night of camping, on our long night of camping. It can be whatever you want, but be creative. This is your story. And guess what, guys? You are making a story. When you do this page tomorrow, I'm going to check your answers. I want to see what everybody's story sounds like when you use these creative words. So on our blank night of camping, mom made some blank cornbread. What kind of cornbread? Was it tasty? Was it disgusting? Was it apple cornbread? Was it orange cornbread? You guys can be descriptive and do whatever you want. You understand? I think you do. So you're going to finish that. You're going to fill in all the blanks. And again, tomorrow, I know we're going to have work assigned already, but I'm going to have all of you guys read what you put for your answers in number one. Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow in Zoom. Number two, it says draw lines to match the number words with the numbers. So pretty much, if you look at the number words, you just have to match them up to the numbers. You guys know how to do that, pretty simple. And then the number three, it says match the color words with the colors. All right, pretty simple. On the bottom, and we're moving on. So guys, you know if you're like, oh, Mr. Hunter, I'm doing the work, I'm going through the directions with you. So you can pause the video right now because I'm going to give you the dictation and then I'll tell you what else we're going to do in the back of the page. You can finish the rest of the work later. Okay, so it says dictation. You write what I say. You have one sentence. All right, the sentence is, stretching the truth is not being honest. Stretching the truth is not being honest. Stretching the truth is not being honest. And one more time. Stretching the truth is not being honest. All right, turn the page. On page 260, at the top, it says write one adjective in each blank as you answer the questions. So write one adjective in the blank as you answer the questions. All right. My friend Kayla has baby ducks at her house. That's the sentence they're going to give you all the questions from. My friend Kayla has baby ducks at her house. What does a duckling look like? And then you put an adjective in there. So I know we know the story of the ugly duckling, but maybe there's some other kind of duckling that you can use. What I want you to do is fill the blanks with any adjectives. Again, this is about you, your creativity. Everybody point to their head right here. Do like that. You guys are so smart. You guys are very intelligent. Use your creativity. You're going to put an adjective down here. What does a duckling look like? You can put ugly. You can put pretty. You can put, blue. You can put whatever you want, okay? The second one says, what does a duckling sound like? What does a duckling sound like? Put it up there. I want to see. I want to hear it. What does a duckling feel like? And you're putting an adjective which describes what a duckling feels like. You guys get it? So all of these are adjectives. They're describing the noun. All right. Let's move on to the bottom. It says, Grandma just made cookies. Grandma just made cookies. Wow. How do grandma's cookies smell? Put a descriptive word, put an adjective, put a word that, how do they smell? How do they smell to you? Close your eyes and envision grandma making some cookies right now. How do they smell to you? How do you feel when you're having grandma's cookies? I know how I feel when I have grandma's cookies. Amazing. I know exactly what they smell like. All right, the second part, it says, how do grandma's cookies taste? How do grandma's cookies taste? Have you had your grandma's cookies before? Are they warm? Are they soft? Are they moist? Are they hard? Are they big? Are they small? Whatever. All right, and then it says, how many cookies are there? You have to come up with a word, all right? A number word, probably. All right, and then at the bottom, number 2, it says you might see a lighthouse if you visit the Acadia National Park. Remember, guys, I put a video in there of the park last week. Read the adjectives and write them in the correct lighthouse, and then color the lighthouse. So you're gonna need some crayons or colored pencils. All right, so you have to read the words in the boxes here. And then what kind, you have to put what kind of words. You have to put the words that describe what kind in the one box. And then in the other lighthouse, you have to put, when it says how many, you have to put the number words. Everybody understand? Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Well, guess what? You can do all of that, but you'll get some of the problem marked off if you don't color the lighthouse. That's the second part of the instructions here. This is a fun activity, a fun day. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. Adjectives, we're being creative. We're creating words or using our imagination. I can't wait to see what your paragraphs are like tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow in Zoom. Bye.